so I'll throw it over to you guys. All right, Megan, you go first, and then Allie. How about that?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Allie, give me a high five.
All right. Ta-da. Megan, how do you want to do this? Do you want to talk about him first and then I introduce him?
Either way, fine.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We'll figure it out.
You just have to wait for him, Dad.
You guys, you're gonna like Rick. Trust me.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Really
He has a
funny.
sense of humor. Yeah, great sense of humor. And a good dancer too, Dad.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's make sure everybody gets to ask him a question tonight. Everybody who wants to ask him a question.
I'll put it in chat if I have anything to say, unless I'll do it in person.
Great idea.
Okay, Kyle,
So, Deb, are we going to do this
Can I ask a question, okay?
next year too? With the instance of privacy and stuff?
Okay, we have Rick joining us, so I'm gonna give you a heads up, okay? Here he comes.
Okay.
You're ready.
Oh, there's Albert. Hey, Albert. How you doing? Nice to see you.
Hello there.
That's all right. Rick has just joined us, our special guest speaker for the evening.
Now let's see if I
Hello,
can hear
Rick.
you.
Great to see you. We just have a couple more people hopping on. And then I have two people that would like to do the introduction and who would like to introduce you.
Yeah.
Me and Allison, I'm gonna do it for you, Rick.
Yeah, Ricky.
Okay.
All right, so we have Christy just joined us. Hey, Christy, how are you doing?
Kimberly's on too.
And Kimberly, excellent. Great to see you.
I didn't see him on the, I guess I got a typical gallery.
Okay, well, it's just about 6 o'clock, so I want to be mindful of everybody's time and keep it to an hour. And I want to leave as much time for Rick to talk and you guys to ask questions as possible. So what I'd like you all to do, aside from
Debbie?
and Megan and Allie, if you could all put yourself on mute and give Rick your full attention.
Yeah.
Megan and Allie are going to do a little introduction for us since they know Rick very well. So Megan, take it away.
So guys, Rick and Sebastian's here to help us out with some stuff. And if you have any questions, do it like normal, just not like personal.
Yeah,
Normal,
crazy.
keep it simple. And Rick is a great friend of ours, and he is so proud of us.
Yeah.
And Allie, take it away.
Yeah. And but now we would like to present our dear friend, Rick Sebastian.
Debbie,
I'm muted. I've been doing this for 15 months and I have to be reminded every day to unmute myself. How's everyone tonight?
Wonderful.
Good.
Good.
How about this? Good? Not so good?
Rick.
Good, Rick.
Anybody not so good?
Can you see
I
me, Rick?
see a lot of thumbs up. There you go. Allie, fix your camera so we can see your whole face.
Oh, okay, hold on. I can see you.
Okay.
Yeah. I just switch over to gallery view occasionally.
It's nice to see everybody. I'm really honored to be able to talk to you tonight. I've got a lot more questions for you than I think I might have answers because you are all
come on.
global messengers.
Come
right?
on.
Really?
Really? Sean like that. I can see Sean going pretty wild about that one. That was a good one. I hit something with Sean. Okay, so this is what I'm interested in talking about tonight. When I travel around the globe, how many of you have gone to another country and talked about Special Olympics or talked about yourself? Raise your hands. Awesome. So I see Natasha, I see Aaron, I see Teresa, I see Christy.
I'm a daughter. Alicia.
Mm-hmm.
Alicia is your daughter?
No. No, Teresa is my mom.
Alicia's your mom, okay.
Yeah, so I am Jaskowski. I'm going to pay investment too.
Okay, excellent. So
I traveled.
awesome. So me too. So every place I go, if I'm in another country, if I'm here in the United States, if I'm in Connecticut and I'm meeting somebody for the first time, I'm talking about what I love. And so I'm the president and CEO of the Kennedy Center. That
Correct.
doesn't mean anything other than I have thousands of bosses that every decision I make, I have to think of every person who's going to be a part of that decision. They're my bosses. Allie and Megan are my
Yes.
bosses.
Oh,
I
cool. Thank
see them
you.
once in a while on Thursdays. I
Yes.
see them in our areas. Sometimes I see them out in the community, but when we're together, we're always talking about things that we love. And so for me, the one thing that I love the most is my family. My wife's name is Katie. I have
Oh.
2 children. My oldest daughter, her name is Susan. Susan has serious mental illness, and she was diagnosed when she was 17 in high school. My son is named Joshua. He's married and has 2 little children, not little anymore. He has 2 children that live in Boulder,
Wow.
Colorado. And we just saw them last week. Our oldest granddaughter, Sora, graduated from the 8th
A
grade.
lovely name.
Wow.
Yeah, she's
Wow.
Japanese. Our son was in the Navy and married a Japanese woman in Japan. Have any of you been to Japan?
Oh, I wish I could go.
That's
I've
right.
been there 3 times. It is pretty freaking cool.
What's
is
it like
very-
in Japan, Rick?
It's like, how many of you have been to Washington, D.C.?
I
I
Oh,
went with
I have.
Debbie.
Look at all the hands
Breakfast
go
with
up.
Blumenthal.
Look at all, that's a place that I love. I love Washington, D.C., especially in March and April in the springtime because of the cherry blossom trees.
Mhm.
How many of you have seen the cherry blossoms in full bloom in Washington?
Oh,
Occasionally.
Every one of those cherry blossom trees came from where? Where did my son get married?
You see?
Where?
You see?
No, I'm checking to see if you're paying attention. He married a girl from Japan.
Yeah,
Japanese. Japanese.
The Japanese gave the
There you go,
Americans
Allie.
all of those
Mm.
cherry blossom trees almost 100 years ago.
I wonder if
And we
Washington's still
went
in
to the
danger.
place in Japan for their wedding where the cherry blossom trees were grown and then shipped over to America. Our third child, is a daughter named Jackie. Jackie's the mom of a grandson, Lorenzo. Lorenzo loves to play baseball.
Goodness.
If you meet Lorenzo, he's going to talk to anybody who wants to talk about baseball, basketball, and skiing. I forgot about Sora and Haru. Haru will talk to you about video games. Haru's our son's second child. He'll talk about video games, baseball, and space. Haru
Does
wants
he have a Switch? Because I have a Switch.
they play Switch games all the time. I'm not
I
good
got
at
one back
Switch.
there.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Sora wants to design video games for Nintendo. And
Oh,
she's
wow.
learning how to
Interesting.
code. How many of you know how to use the computer?
Oh,
I
I'm a
do it
whiz
very
at it.
well.
I'm a
I would
whiz.
think all of your hands are up in the air because we're on a computer, right? Or maybe a phone. How many of you used the computer during COVID when you couldn't see your friends or your family?
Can
Oh,
do it all the
can
time.
I ask one?
Yep,
Wait,
who is
Kim.
that?
No, that's Lisa.
Okay.
Lisa.
Okay, there you go.
I'm Rich Wiskowski. I work at New Brand CCSU at Central. I'm doing office type clerk.
You do office work?
Office work, yeah. But then when my computer is not then it go on. But I tend to like on.
Awesome.
Mm.
Awesome. We're gonna
Hi.
talk a little bit about work because that's something else that I love. And I see
Vic,
that
I already
Natasha-
started my job.
What's that?
I already started my job since last April.
Yep, that's great.
I do mine was through Zoom as well.
You do yours through Zoom?
Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. How many of
Sorry
you
for
heard
being
Zoom
late.
a year ago?
What?
I never
What,
heard
Joe?
of Zoom until last March.
Oh,
I heard
Yeah,
of
I
Zoom.
Did when it's in went shut down, so I did it
Yeah.
Zoom for different reasons.
Yep.
Rick, see my old badges.
Cool. I love those badges.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Natasha just asked me who our daughter Jackie is named after. Is Jackie named after the first lady way back in history? Natasha, that would be
Oh.
Jackie Kennedy, right?
Yes.
She was married to
Oh yeah, I
President
heard of
Kennedy.
her.
We named our daughter Jackie after a nun in Baltimore. Her name is Sister Jackie Rutkowski.
Oh wow.
And her
Interesting.
middle name is Elizabeth. And we named
No kidding.
Elizabeth after Sister Mary Elizabeth, also in Baltimore.
Rick, that's my middle name.
It is?
Yes.
Mine
You
too.
know my name.
How cool is that? So think
Oh my
about, so I've already talked about several people that I love. The last child that we have is Rebecca. She goes by Buka. So everybody knows Buka as Buka. Everybody
Jeez.
knows Rebecca as Buka.
Oh, boy.
Rebecca is the mom of Katie. Katie has flaming red hair. And Buka thinks that she got her red hair because when she was pregnant before Katie was born, she ate a lot of spicy chicken wings and spicy food.
Oh, God. Gross.
Katie, I have a glass of water with a little bit of lime juice. Katie likes to pour Frank's red hot pepper sauce into a glass.
Ugh.
Nasty.
Anyway.
Oh, Ricky.
I'll tell you one thing, you pour stuff like that, that's gonna make your butt on fire.
That's right. That's why I like to eat ice cream when I
That's so true.
That is
That's gonna make your
disgusting.
butt on fire.
I don't like my butt on fire, so when I eat ice cream, it seems to cool everything down.
How does she do it without getting sick?
Sometimes she does get sick. She came down to visit. I still live in Utica, New York. I live in a little town called Cedar Lake. And so
Oh,
I work at the
I've been there.
convention center Monday through Friday, and then I drive home to central New York. And so I have a little apartment here in Shelton, Connecticut. I really love Shelton.
Really?
I like Shelton.
He does.
I love Cedar Lake. We live on a golf course, and I forgot, my goodness sakes, my daughter Susan is going to be very mad at me. Susan is the mom of our youngest grandchild. His name is Chance. And he just turned 2 years old, and he just had his first plane ride 2 weeks ago when we went out to see Josh and his family in Colorado.
Oh wow.
So those are some people that I love. I love my grandmother. I love my all of my grandparents have passed away, unfortunately. My parents passed away. I love my parents. I love my wife's parents, my in-laws. And I already said that I love my work. I love working at the Kennedy Center. How many of you, Al, it looked like you wanted to say something.
Oh,
You're
you're on mute. You
Al.
can go ahead and unmute, Albert.
Albert.
Okay. How many of you love someone or something other than yourself?
Yes.
Yes.
I've known about the kids. So my first job out of high school, I was a therapist on the teenagers unit at Johns Hopkins Children's Center in Baltimore. That's where we met Sister Jackie and Sister Mary. And as part of my work, I had to go across the street from our hospital and work at a place called the Kennedy Center. It was the Kennedy Institute for Children. And so that was, my goodness, 40 years ago. And I loved working with teenagers in the hospital. I learned so much. And that's where I first started to learn about this movement that brought people with a variety of disabilities together as athletes. And we started to talk to different families. We started to have, we didn't have our own Special Olympics program at Hopkins, but we had our own group sport activities because many of the kids came and they were with us for just a week or so and then went back home. I don't know how old Special Olympics is, Debbie.
I know.
50 years,
Dead.
over 50 years.
1960.
Wow, 50.
58,
Special
52
Olympics
years.
just
Wow.
for just a few years when I learned about them, and look at how far Special Olympics has grown. Look at each of you. I didn't know that Special Olympics had global messengers in 1982. Maybe they did. You're part of a legacy.
After I joined. I think it was,
Couldn't hear that.
Hey, yeah.
Who knows what the word legacy means?
I guess.
Ashley, what does legacy mean?
Go ahead and unmute,
Anyone?
Ashley.
Which Ashley? There's two.
Yes.
Yeah.
There are multiple Ashleys.
I think it's you. I don't think the other Ashley's on tonight.
Boy, is that how you say your last name?
Lavoy.
Okay. What's legacy mean to you?
What you leave behind.
Oh, beautiful.
I was about to say that.
It means to me like that's through history. Like
History.
it goes way back. Like it goes from over the years, and now we're in 2029. Like it goes from
21.
AD, BC, and it goes all the way up.
Yes. Yes. That's perfect. Kimberly.
It also means that you're leaving your mark too.
Whoa. Whoa.
Absolutely.
Leaving your mark. So I just heard three great ways to define legacy, and they're all perfect. And so when I think about me and my career, because tonight we're talking to leaders, right? We're all leaders.
Yeah.
And leaders have a responsibility, one, to make a difference in somebody else's life. All right. So remember that, because I'm going to come back and I'm going to ask you some questions about that.
Oh,
Leaders
no.
have a responsibility
Relax.
to make a difference in another person's life. The second thing about being a leader and legacy is to honor the past. And it's to look at everybody who came before us. None of us on the call founded Special Olympics. None of us were a part of Special Olympics 50 years ago. Well, maybe I'm wrong about that. Was anybody on the call part of Special Olympics 50 years ago?
I joined in 96, Rick.
Yep, so that's great. That's not 50 years
I'm
ago.
trying to name.
I
joined in 1993.
93, okay.
Like 1980 something.
I started in Special Olympics when I was about eight, and it is like in the 80s when I was in school.
Okay, excellent.
Rick, can I may I ask you one?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I joined the Special Olympics for Chamberlain. I should do gymnastics for a long time, right? Now I've grown up now, so we did some swimming. We were still doing that. Now we're doing the cornhole in Britain at the New Britain EW Park.
So you went from gymnastics, swimming, and now cornhole?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a
We did that. We did that every Tuesday night at the AW St. Clair Park. Feel free to come if you want to see what to see what's like. And
Okay.
we can do it on this Thursday because today is the rain day.
Excellent. At 6:45, somebody needs to keep track for me, okay?
I gotta watch.
Somebody other than Allison at 6:45, because we want everybody to participate. At 6:45, we're going to stop, and I want you to share with me what sports you're involved in, and whether you're doing individual whether you're doing unified, or whether you're doing both. Okay, 6:45. Who wants that responsibility?
I will.
I would.
All right. It's Alicia, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Alicia's good. You got to keep track of the time. 6:45.
I set my alarm.
You got to do this. You got to do timeout. We got to talk about our competitions. All right, let's get back to legacy, because that's a
I'll
very
use my phone.
that leaders have to pay attention to. We have to pay attention to the past. We have to focus on making a difference in the lives of people other than ourselves, making a difference in a way that's going to leave those people better because we were part of their life. All right. The third thing about legacy I really love. Remember, I talked about this is love. These are the things that I love. I love creating the pathway forward so that I can leave my mark. And who said legacy is leaving your mark? Kimberly, what does it mean to leave your mark?
For me, that kind of means like, it's like you're trying to do things for you and trying to like do things that you can accomplish yourself and see what you can do, make you a better person.
So when you're making your mark, how do people who might not know you know that you're a better person? What happens that other people know that you're leaving your mark?
That kind of means like just for them to know who I am and what I do, and have people both see and experience things that I have experienced with.
Would you like a job?
That's like good, Kim.
That's a good one.
That's funny.
I'm serious. That's not funny.
Really?
You said something that so Natasha asked a question that she wants me to answer before the night's over. You said something that I ask every person who wants to be an employee at the Kennedy Center. How will we experience you as a person?
Be a good helper.
Be a helper.
Be a
How
great
else do we
leader.
experience people?
By achieving their goals.
Achieving. How else? Stanley, how else? How else do we experience each other?
Help each other.
We experience each other.
Stanley.
I think you're on mute, Stanley. Unmute yourself there.
We actually experience ourselves, I mean, by like communicating with others and and also listening to what other people.
Excellent. Stanley, how do we experience you? How do people experience Stanley?
Well, a better person is much better to keep going on the Special Olympics.
Tell me, Stanley, tell me what one of the mottos of Special Olympics is.
Well,
yeah.
I went outside, we just swimming.
Okay. So what's a motto when you swim? What do the Olympians say?
Oh.
Al, go ahead. Al, help Stanley out.
Let me win.
Let me win. If I cannot win,
If I cannot win.
Time out. I hear women. Al, are you a man or a woman? Al, I said.
Let me win. But if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt.
Here we go.
Okay.
You
Time
got
out.
it, Al.
Oh my God.
Here's another thing that leaders have to always do. Always. We always have to keep order. You know what that means?
Yep.
One person talks at a time. Who did I invite to talk?
Albert?
Al.
Okay.
Let me win, but if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt.
Excellent. Thank you. What the heck does that have to do with leadership, legacy, and loving other people? Brittany. See Brittany at the top of my screen. iPhone Brittany. What does the Special Olympics motto have to do with love, being a leader, leaving a legacy? Oh, Angie, you're way ahead of the game. Brittany, I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Yeah.
I said my phone's about to die.
Justin, help out here, okay?
Yeah.
What does the motto have to do with being a leader, loving someone?
Oh, I'm
leaving
manually
your
back
mark?
to work in person.
It's
Hold
about
up 1 second. Brittany, go ahead. You got your phone working?
I'm manually back to work in person.
Okay. Working in person. Okay.
Because
Justin, what do you think?
Well, it's hard for me to work online because you got.
Online is
also again.
Justin?
What the heck is that?
Justin?
Yeah, I'll jump in.
Okay.
Meet all the time.
Leaving a legacy and showing love and caring is about bringing people together so that way they can accomplish greater things to help better themselves on their own and as a group.
Excellent.
Excellent. That's good one, Justin.
That's been guys, that's been like that for years though, because when we became leaders, we always lead to help people to achieve their goals and learn how to help them to understand exactly what Special Olympics is all about.
Excellent.
When we always tell them, if you want to leap forward, make it happen. Don't sit back and say, "Oh, I don't want to do it," and say you gave up and you just quit. No, you don't do that. You want to lead, and this is why we wear this shirt for a reason.
Oh, yeah.
Aaron?
Give her a job.
Aaron, I would. Aaron, would you like a job?
I already have one. Thank you very much. But you know what? If you need help, let me know.
Okay. Will. Jen, you've had your hand raised. Go ahead. And then Megan.
I heard that.
Hold up, Megan.
I spread the word about Special Olympics at my job to all my customers.
Okay, where's your job?
I work at Ted's IGA in Hebron as a cashier.
Awesome.
For 14 years I've been there.
How many years?
14.
Wow, that's amazing.
And I actually worked through the whole pandemic.
I was just going to ask you.
Wow.
How many other people worked through the whole pandemic?
Oh, wait. Brett, it's back.
What? Whoop.
Sign out, sign back in.
Why do we work during the pandemic?
So we can
get paid.
So we can support each other, so we can make sure we have a roof over our head, food on the table, and clothes on our backs.
All right.
Exactly.
Aaron, thank you. Your voice just got deeper. Jen?
I worked during the pandemic and we wear masks and gloves and our customers still have to wear masks. And the reason I did it is because well, first of all, I was afraid that I wouldn't have a job if I didn't stay during the pandemic.
Oh, that's a
And
good motivator.
also I needed to get food on people's tables.
So what is that called? That's a word that begins with S, which is another thing that I love doing. Serving other people.
Essential worker.
Yes.
Oh.
Excellent.
Essential worker.
Hold up one second. Megan, and then I don't know the gentleman with Gail's name on your screen.
I'm Ryan.
That's
I'm
Brian.
Ryan.
That's
I'm
Brian.
his son.
What's your name, Bobby?
Yeah.
Hi, Bobby. We're going to come to you right after Megan, okay?
Okay.
Go ahead, Megan.
So for me, I take my job. I don't talk about my job, but I just take it personally because I'm trying to stay on task. That's one. Because I'm here, I don't do that. I just keep myself is focused on myself and not with the others. That's what I do.
Excellent. Excellent. Bobby, go ahead.
I've been working Aces Access for 24 years.
You've been working.
And also, I'm part of the director now for Melcash. So my responsibility to work, help people what they want, what they need. And I go out my job site. I take the old maids, and put new ones on. That's called the leader and helping each other out. The dangerous stuff you need, like money to buy, like purchasing up your clothes and your food. And sometimes you gotta save your money what you need. I save good money for myself, and I'm trying to teach my new co-worker got my job to be responsibility for yourself. No, don't say you can't do this, can't do that. You say yes, I can do this, and everything you need, I'm there.
Yes, I can. Write that down. I'm gonna give you all a test in a little bit about the words that we're using tonight that are power words. Who said Achieve? I don't like that.
Megan said it.
Megan said that?
Yep.
Megan, you owe me a cheeseburger.
Well, you sure owe me one.
Cash prize.
You better make sure you get him two.
Hey,
you better make sure you better give him two.
Aaron,
Watch it, Aaron.
Aaron, we just met tonight. How do you know I eat 2 cheeseburgers?
Well,
I mean,
listen, I'm a cheeseburger person myself. I love my cheeseburgers.
Some onion on it, some tomatoes,
Pizza.
some mayo.
Oh my goodness.
The whole works. The whole works.
The whole works. Hold up 1 second. I'm losing myself here. The gentleman whose name is Gail.
I'm Ryan Pajoli.
Ryan.
Okay.
Yes.
You guys told me Bobby, and I called on Bobby, and Bobby's name is BJ Peterson, right?
That's his last name.
I do know that.
Oh, okay. I'm all confused.
Yeah, I'm Ryan with an R.
Okay, Ryan, go ahead.
I have two things. One, for the legacy, it's also bringing communities together and unify people around the world.
What do I have to ask Ryan?
You want a job?
Would you-
Potatoes on the end.
So legacy is about bringing community together, bringing everyone together.
Yes.
And unifying.
Rick, I created my own legacy.
Inclusion.
Say it one more time, Ryan.
Unifying with inclusion, which is Special Olympics general message.
Unify with inclusion.
Kennedy.
We're gonna take a little detour here for a second, okay? So when we're talking about legacy, and we're talking about loving other people and serving other people, and we're talking about community, and we're talking about not giving up, and we're talking about making a difference, and we're talking about making our mark. Now we get to talk, that's us, right? That's us as
Yeah.
now we get to talk about us in a group. And us in a group, each of us with that amount of power gets to build community. And now we've got a community, and you're all part of a Special Olympics community. You're all part of the community that's even bigger than Special Olympics, if you can think that there's something bigger than Special Olympics. And that's where we live, and where we go to church, and where we shop, and where we school, and where we go to play, and where we have other things and other people in our lives. And then Ryan said, unify with inclusion. For me,
I would call it legacy. I would call it legacies, because we are legacies of Special Olympics, because we can speak to each other. We can hold a conversation. We can mostly help people. We can train them. We can make sure like everybody else is happy. And then when Special Olympics over and we go on with our lives, and then we have a thing called Facebook, Instagram, and all that stuff, that's when we mostly talk to people and ask them exactly how their day was, how was Special Olympics, what was Special Olympics to you. And then when we see each other at other tournaments, we usually always say hi, hello, and everything else though. And that's a good thing.
That's excellent. And when we're creating all of that, creation is powerful. Think about all of the things in your lives that you've created. When I think about unifying with inclusion, and that's a powerful message, Brian, thank you. No one is excluded from unifying with inclusion. Because I think
Rick's frozen. Okay.
all human beings want to belong. And so that's the other part for me of legacy. Dan, go ahead. I see your hand raised. Ryan, thank you. That was great. Dan, go ahead.
Yes, well, I'm now doing an inclusion campaign, and Debbie Horn is helping me with that campaign. So she's the best contact to talk to about that.
Excellent.
And let me tell you, Ryan's really good at it though.
And I do love Aaron too.
Thank you, man.
As a
Dan, I saw you with your hand raised and then you froze for a couple seconds. Go ahead.
I believe the unified Special Olympics is those that's each team in Special Olympics. That's what it is.
That's excellent. So leaders want to build and to create powerful teams. We can be really powerful individuals. You're doing individual sports, competitions, and you're also doing it as teammates. And you can have both. And so the other thing that I love is I love coming from a place of abundance. You know what I mean by that? We can have it all. We can have great friends. We can have great families. We can have great jobs. Nothing is out of reach, and we can feel it, and we can touch it, and we can experience it. Who said experience?
Because
all about the experience. Dan, go ahead. You had your hand raised, and then Natasha will come to you. Go ahead, Dan.
Okay. I love my friends. I love my family. And what I care about is everybody.
I love my friends. I love my family. I care about
Yes.
everybody.
Yes.
That's a powerful message.
Yes.
That's what all leaders aspire
Thank you.
to. Excellent. Natasha, and then Alicia.
I am a leader in my field. I'm a self-advocate coordinator. We all have to speak up and speak out. Like never give up. That is, be assertive and persistent. Persistent means never give up, and be assertive is speak up and speak up so that everyone is heard. Yes.
Natasha, I'm going to change my view. Hold on one second. I'm going to change my background. So I too am a self-advocate, and I lead an advocacy grassroots conference once a year in Washington, D.C. And this is the message that we share with everyone.
Almost had it.
Can you see that? I am somebody.
Oh, yes.
And what we say after I am somebody is my voice matters. How many of your voices matter?
Yes.
Of course.
Definitely.
How many of your friends, how many of your teammates don't have a voice and don't speak like we do?
Some of them.
Some of them.
Some of them.
Can a person who doesn't speak have a voice?
Yes.
Some people
Yeah.
can speak on their things, but
Yes, they can.
Yeah.
Can a person who doesn't see with their eyes see community?
You could do sign language.
Can a person who is deaf communicate with us? And
Yes.
Yes.
Sign language.
What's this sign?
I love you.
Love you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that because I learned sign language myself.
Sign.
Do.
Bathroom.
Bathroom. What's this sign?
Stop. You is play.
Play. So I told you when I started working in my career in 1982, I worked at Johns Hopkins Children's Center and had to go to the Kennedy Institute, right? The little kids that I was working with at the Kennedy Institute were under 2, and they had learning difficulties. We were teaching them sign language. Anybody have brothers or sisters or nieces or nephews that are 2 years old?
When
Yeah,
you
you
I have a niece.
Not anymore.
I have a nephew who's almost
Niece
2.
and
I got a
nephew.
nephew.
This was the first
got 2
sign I
nephews,
learned.
Rick.
Stop playing in the toilet.
Ew, gross. Oh, Rick.
Okay.
Mm.
Ryan, you ready? Stop playing in the toilet.
oh, oh man.
Lord.
You know what?
Good.
You know what?
That's crazy.
Here's the test before we start talking about what your sports are, right? Because I gave Alicia an assignment and we're almost to that assignment.
Ricky, I got a question to ask you.
Go ahead.
When you meant legacy, does it mean like people from the past that we miss?
Yes. Remember what
Yeah,
Kimberly,
because
Kimberly gave a great definition of legacy.
when
History.
I did art with Jen, we made like these boxes to remember our family by.
Yes.
There's the pictures of my grandpa back then.
Yes. Your grandparents left a legacy for you.
Yeah, because in this picture is my grandpa Santa Claus.
Nice.
It really
Nice.
was.
Your
Nice.
grandfather is Santa Claus?
Hey, did you know your grandpa was Santa Claus?
How am I gonna get Christmas presents now? You said your grandfather passed away?
Since 2012, Rick.
Oh.
Sorry to hear that.
Santa Claus
Thanks.
passed away in 2012?
I guess. Well,
This guy is good.
my grandma's 99, Rick, and she's
Holy
near
cow.
dying. So
God bless her.
Oh.
Well,
Wow. Nice.
yeah, not anytime soon though.
all right, here's your test. Ready?
Okay, ready.
You're gonna type your answers in the chat box. Can everybody type in the chat box?
Of course.
Rick, I cannot do a chat box.
Okay. You're gonna have to say it out loud then, Alicia.
Thank you.
What? So you can do one, or you can all do 5. What are the 5 most important words that I shared with you tonight that a leader is, that a leader thinks? Type your answers in the chat box.
Can I just tell you?
After everybody types.
Thank you.
5 words. You could do 1. You could do 2.
Not yet.
Legacy. Brian put legacy. Where's Brian on my screen? Brian, nice job.
Okay.
6:45.
5 words. Love. Justin. Justin, you are the man. Love.
Love.
5 words. Family, friends, love, community, legacy. Kimberly, great job. 5 words. Who's going to be the first one to do the S word?
What S word?
Oh, you weren't listening. Jen, where are you? Jen, let me see.
Oh, you.
Jen. Oh, Jen, I don't see you on my screen. There you are, Jen. Thank you.
Oh, that S word.
Try, Justin. That's a good word, but that's not the word.
Christy had some good ones too, right, Christy?
Yep.
Nice job.
I guess self-importance anyway.
Kimberly.
There it is.
Kimberly, did I already ask you if you wanted a job?
Yeah.
Fake.
Service, serving others. What's another word that leaders? Give you the hint.
Why not something, Rick? At my job, they treat me like a princess.
Oh.
They bow for you. They throw rose petals at your feet.
No.
They wave palm fronds.
No, they help me out in case I have questions or if I need advice or anything. They usually help me out.
That's great. That's great.
Because I work at assisted home living.
Yep.
And what I do is I'm a community assistant to them.
Natasha just said, Natasha, you're still doing a direct message to me. You said independence, love, peace, be a good leader, speak up and serve your country. What did you just say? Yes.
And it's 6:45, Rick.
Yep. Leader.
Yeah, 6:45.
Okay, we're gonna come right back to
I
you.
got 6:46.
Leader. It's gonna be 6:47 pretty soon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
5 words. Leaders have to lead. That's a responsibility that we have. We can't shy away from that responsibility. Now that we have come into leadership, we can only lead. We have to serve other people, love other people.
I'm the leader of the 5K, Rick.
I'm gonna take Ryan's. We have to unify with inclusion. So that's 3 words. Then we have to leave a legacy. We have to make a mark. We have to make the world a better place when we're not in it. And that's the responsibility of a good leader. Whether you're a CEO or whether you're a cashier or whether you are a typist in an office or whether you are the timekeeper at Special Olympics, whether you are the president of the United States, anyone who is a leader has that level of responsibility.
Yeah.
Alicia, what's our task now to end out tonight?
Be kind to each other.
Be kind to each other?
Sure, be kind to each other.
Yes, I can.
We're going to talk about 6:45, now 6:48.
Big speed. Right? Take care of each
Respect one
other.
another.
Like family, friends,
we can.
health and happiness. And then I am effective. My two sisters are pregnant. Then one is having a girl, and one is having a boy.
Girl and boy?
Boy and boy. And,
Mom, look at the.
they could be my nephews. Well, one is my nephew and my niece.
What? I'm on
And
the
then,
phone.
and then we take care of each other and stay well.
Excellent. Thank you.
And also,
Plus,
good leader,
plus, I
Rick,
was
is
gonna
not
add
being
one-
bossy either.
Right.
Plus, I was going to add one more. Take care of family.
Excuse me?
It's important.
Ashley, go ahead.
I'm a cash register person at Panera Bread.
Panera.
Oh,
Ooh.
we got good pizza there.
Yeah, we got Panera Bread at home.
I can't hear you. Sorry.
What is your favorite thing to eat at Panera?
The pizza. I have a lot.
Pizza.
I thought I would never do the cash register, but I'm doing it now.
Awesome. That's great. That's excellent progress.
In a few minutes, I go out with my dinner.
That will take you far. You and Jen are both cashiers. Who else is a cashier?
I'm not. I used to, but I can't count money as easy as it can be. But I get the coins.
You can't do coins?
I'm not good at coins
do
either.
coins, but not dollars.
I was a cashier once too, and they took me off the cash register because I gave too much change back.
I'm not good at coins.
I wasn't
Neither
money
am I.
When Gary did a gelato, I think a bakery in Payville, you could count change.
The comedian over there.
I don't know many people today who can count change because the cash registers have the number on the
On the thing, yeah.
type of cash register, or you count real change.
Exactly.
I count it back as it's given to me, not the register says it, because that's the way I was taught.
Good for you. Been there 15 years.
So, Rick, what's our homework?
We just started going down a rabbit hole. We got to finish up here in just a couple of minutes.
Can I ask what question?
Go ahead, Stanley.
Yeah,
We're going to stay in the rabbit hole, I think.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
My cousin is name is Rick.
Your cousin is moving where?
My cousin Rick.
You have a cousin named Rick?
Yeah,
That must be your favorite cousin.
I get it.
There was a national leader a long time ago, and his name is Dale Carnegie. He started a program that now his legacy is to taught people how to speak in public. And one of the things that he said in his books was the sweetest sound to a human being was the sound of her or his own name.
Debbie, can I ask you something? Since
I
we're
don't
on
know
this,
your cousin, but I know the name Rick. That's a sweet sound to me.
excuse me, Rick, I'm gonna ask Debbie something real quick.
Allie, why don't you ask me after the session, because we only have a few minutes left and I want to make sure everybody has a chance to talk and Rick has a chance to say what he wants to say.
Okay.
We didn't hear from
Yeah,
John.
I'll
John,
say
tell me
that.
what sports you do and whether they're individual, team, or unified, or all of the above.
What, me?
Yes, John, go ahead, sir.
Hello, sir. How you doing? Sorry. Fixing my collar and everything. I work in the where I work at, I work in EVS, and I'm a trash man. For 20 years, 22 years, and I've been making people laugh. I work in EVS. I work with patients and everything else, and I make people laugh every single day.
Good for you.
I love it. It's great.
Good for you. Do you know? So this, speaking of rabbit holes, right? I love this kind of stuff. This is one of the other things that I love doing. I love meeting people who make a difference, and it's not flashy. You make people laugh. Do you know the number of muscles in our face that we use to smile? Less than the number of muscles we use in our face to frown. Rather laugh.
Yeah.
Okay, what sporting events are you all doing? We're not going to be able to get to everybody. Angie, did we hear from you tonight? You've been very quiet. And here's what you heard tonight. What do you want to say?
Me?
Yes, ma'am.
Nothing. I'm not doing anything right now. Because my town not offering anything in the summer. I work at Sebastian Olympic with Debbie. Yeah.
What's your work? What's your work do? What do you?
I work in the health. The health department. I am the leader of a health team, which some people are on the call a part of my team. So we try to have meetings twice a year. Right now it's virtually, so we did try to get back to normal. So I have a dog named Raven. I have a boyfriend who on the call.
What's your dog's name?
Huh?
Oh wait.
What did you say? You have a dog?
Yeah.
Named what?
Cora Lee.
Cora Lee?
Yes.
Okay. And who else is on the call with you?
My boyfriend.
Your boyfriend. What's his name?
John.
John? Hi, John.
Doing off.
Thank
Doing
you.
off. He being
He's trying to say
embarrassed.
hello.
Not being embarrassed, huh? That's another.
He's trying to say hello.
Put people on
John, say hi.
John, get on. Let's see your face and say hello.
Hello. Hello.
Thank you.
John is your boyfriend.
That's me.
Oh,
That's me.
nice.
That's me. Bingo.
Does John make you laugh every day?
Not really.
John, you got some work to do.
That's the truth. That's the truth. I really do have some
I
more.
ordered something wrong.
Dinner.
I don't know.
All right, who else didn't we hear from? John Taggart, did we hear from you tonight?
I ordered something wrong.
John, I think you're unmuted. There you go. Unmute yourself. There you go.
Hello, sir. Hi, John.
What was the question again?
Hear you.
I want you taking a marker out of the store. Okay? What? Well,
John, are we interrupting your dinner?
no.
No, okay.
I gotta go pretty soon too, Rick.
I'm getting on another Zoom call with the Kennedy Center families tonight. John, it's
Uh-oh, you're in trouble.
Yep.
I'm not in
Oh
trouble.
boy, oh
You're in
boy.
trouble.
I mean,
You're in
he's in
trouble.
trouble.
Why don't you tell us what sport you play?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna have Kimberly be my spokesperson.
Okay, yeah, for me, I actually help out because I'm actually medically certified. So I'm on the medical team for track and field. And for softball, I used to be the catcher for my Glastonbury team. And I love helping people. And I also do croquet. I also do basketball and snowshoeing.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been doing it for about 21 years this month.
21 years this month.
Yeah, I'll get it for you.
I love catching, but it hurt my knees.
Actually,
Knees hurt.
when I was cashier, one of the ones was coming from the store actually hit me in the face, but I got him out though.
You have a mask on?
Yeah, I had a mask. He was trying to store, but he wasn't right in front of me, so I just got the ball, got him out, even though he's running right into
And
me.
the umpire gave the out sign?
Yep.
Wow.
My brothers was also on the team with me as well.
Does she? So she does unified with you?
Yeah, Glastonbury is unified.
Okay. I'm looking to join a unified ski opportunity. I want to ski on a unified thing.
Excuse me, Deb, I have to go at my
you should do
dinner.
it.
Okay,
think you
bye,
should do
Allie.
it.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow about some individual stuff.
All right, I'm gonna,
Bye,
I'm gonna
Ricky.
All
Good
right.
job.
reach out and see who's around in Trumbull and Shelton to see if anybody's
I
on.
gotta leave too, Deb. Debbie, I gotta
Everybody-
leave too.
It
All
was
right,
a
why don't
pleasure
we
meeting you.
let Rick wrap up our meeting? It's just about 7 o'clock. Let him say some closing words and then we'll thank him. And then we'll let everybody.
We didn't get to cover
Thank you.
everything tonight, but we covered some
That's right.
pretty important things.
Thank you.
I am so pleased right here. I am touched that I had a chance
Thank
to
you, Rick.
talk with you. I use a phrase, and I've been using this phrase now for a very long time. Who knows TMI? Too much information? Oh, that's TMI.
TMI is usually take care of business.
No, that's TCB.
Okay.
TMI. I want to change TMI to touch, move, and inspire. That's another thing that leaders have a responsibility to do. You have touched me, you have moved me, you have inspired me tonight. I hope that one day in the very near future, we can see each other in person, like I see Allie and Megan, because I think there's a lot more stories we can share about how powerful we are and the difference that we make in the world. And I'm totally honest. If you want a job, Debbie's got, well, some of you have my contact info also. Give me a call. We'll talk about employment. And that'll be the next time we get together, is to talk about what the value of work is.
That sounds great, Rick. We'd love to have you back.
So thank you all very much.
Thank you, Rick.
I am so touched.
Thanks,
that I-
Rick. Thanks.
Let's give him a round of applause and thank him so much for his time. Rick,
Thank you,
Sebastian,
Rick.
you're the best. What you do at the Kennedy Center is amazing and
Thank you.
inspiring, and we've been so privileged to have you talk
Thank
to
you,
us.
Rick.
We look
You're
forward to
great.
seeing you
Thank you.
again real soon.
Thank you very much. Good night,
Thank you.
everybody.
Everybody take care.
Night.
Good night.
Bye.
Night.
Go Yankees.
Good night.
Thank you.